Hello, hello. Going live today for some Howie Shanks Bingo League games. Hoping to get one, maybe two in the time I've got today. Believe I'm caught up as I downloaded the most recent file, as I know Beatles and MV the last few days have been able to feature some games on their channel. Looks like things are moving along pretty well. We've got most teams playing either 8 or 9 games so far. And I'm picking up today at what I think is the logical point, and that is April 20th. So I've got somebody that's popped in here with me, but see if who shows up today. I haven't decided which game to play yet. Got a few options. Hey, Lawrence, welcome, welcome. Lawrence is here from the wonderful state of Hawaii, no doubt. Don't know what time it is in Hawaii. I know I'm in Mountain Time, so it's 3:54 here. And I noticed that Lawrence, your team is tied for first with Jersey. Just taking a look at the leaderboards here to see what's happened through a little over a week of play. See, you've got Juan Soto batting 500 so far. 11:54, so it's 4 hours behind. Nice lunchtime broadcast for you. See what Soto has done here. Yeah, he's batting 500 for the replay. Some fun games so far. The ones that I've gone back and watched have all been pretty interesting. And I see Saberhagen, who I'm pretty happy with on my team. I ended up with the 1989 version of Saberhagen. Has a 0 ERA, so he's done pretty good. In fact, I think he's due for his next start. I'm going to take a look at my roster. Big Clue, how's it going? In fact, let me see what I got here. Schedule league games today, April 20th. Got a Cleveland Hawaii game. I've got Lawrence here. I got Big Clue here. I think I may fire this one up because we've got Three Finger Brown who whooped me in a game facing Justin Verlander. Two 2-0 pitchers so far. That looks like a good matchup for me to play. So I think I'm going to do that one today. But was just looking at my roster. I haven't really checked up on my team so far to see what's happened in their 7 games. So here's some of the replay stats. Trying to see who's getting what kind of action here. As expected, I don't have very strong bats with Felton, Snow, and Concepcion, but they're both rated 10 in the field, so that is what it is. But if I look at my pitching, let's see who's doing what. Bob Gibson got dinged up a little bit. But Saberhagen has started once, so he'll get a start in his next game. And let me take a look at Hawaii, who will be the home team today. And Hawaii will be at Polo Grounds 5. And let me take a peek at, I want to see what layout I've got ready for Polo Grounds because I have a few. I saw MV using a game the other day. He has one of the pictures everybody used to love of the Polo Grounds. I have an alternate one, I believe. Yeah, let me, I'm going to reset the labels and get ready to, I think I'm going to try this one out. One of the cool things about broadcasting these games is they're fun to actually get to play them for a change versus doing some of the other stuff I do. But also it gives me a chance to get some of my new ballpark photos that I had been searching for and trying to really enhance some of the pictures that I had and make sure I'm featuring some of those to figure out which ones I really like to use. And what's nice now is I have more than one picture for some that I like, but sometimes it's tough to figure out which one I want to stick with. So let's see what we got here. Get all of this stuff set up. Oh, two, I think I got them all there. So let's see. Nice. He whooped you. Didn't even need all 5 fingers. He did not need all 5 fingers. 3 were good enough. So that's great. MLB 23. Let me save that. Let's see what I got for Polo 5. There we go. I've got my nice alternate one there, so should be good to go. So what the heck? We've got Lawrence and Big Clue hanging out. I am going to fire this one up. See if we can get through one game, maybe a second. So let's go to, I haven't done a game since the opening day game. So here we go. I'm going to go with Cleveland at Hawaii. And it's a day game. Let's see what we got here. We got Brown against Verlander.
Play ball!
And here we go. And I always like them a little smaller, so that's the other thing. The nice, great thing about this game that you can adjust the player photos, playing field photos. This is what I like, so here we go. A little drizzly day here at the Polo Grounds for the Hawaii Volcanoes. Justin Verlander on the mound, 2-0, and he'll be facing the leadoff hitter Robin Yount for the Cleveland Wild Things. And here's the first pitch. And Yount puts it on the ground to Ripken, over to Gentile, and he is out for the first out. Expecting a pitcher's duel with a couple 2-0 pitchers. So let's see how that plays out. Here's a catcher, Joe Mauer. Puts this one on the ground. Verlander's over to cover, and we got 2 away. Take a look at Verlander on the year. .848 whip. He struck out 9. 2.35 ERA. He's looking good. Up for the Cleveland team is hometown favorite Albert Bell, playing left field. And the pitch, and Bell sends this one out to deep right field. Rocky Colavito back and makes the catch. So 3 up, 3 down to kick the game off. And here's Juan Soto. Yeah, it's pretty cool, isn't it? The Wild Things logo. Here's Juan Soto. He is leading the league so far in this young season, batting .500. And he's facing 3-finger Brown. And he stripes this one out to right field. And Heavy Johnson makes that catch right up against the wall. Fans not happy with that, but Tip O'Neill coming to the plate. And he sends this out to right field. Heavy Johnson doesn't have to move too far. Makes the second out. Another great batter in this lineup. Taking a look at Hawaii. They've got Soto in a leadoff spot. Great power. Lajoie's in there. Rosen at third base. Piazza, Ripken. And here's I think the gem of the team, Oscar Charleston. Great center fielder, has power, can hit for average. And here's the pitch. He hits this one, drifting back, and Johnson makes all 4 putouts for the inning, and after one, it's what we expected, a pitcher's duel. Here is the real Big Clue stepping to the plate. And he lines this one right back to Lajoie, who grabs it for out number 1. Here's the guy that made all 3 putouts in the field, Heavy Johnson. Heavy man with a heavy bat, as he was known. Pitch from Verlander, and Johnson puts this on the ground to Rosen. Up with the throw. Looks like Johnson is safe. That'll be a throwing error on Al Rosen. E5. Runner aboard. Yeah, Big Clue. I know sometimes our Big Clue can be offended that somebody else is known as the real Big Clue, but there can only be one Big Clue. And if you're not going sleeveless, you can't stake claim to that. Jackie Robinson. Oh, it looks like Heavy Johnson's off and moving on that pitch, and he's in with a stolen base. I got a runner in scoring position with 1 out for Jackie Robinson. The pitch, Robinson on the ground to Rosen. He's up with the throw in time, and that'll be the 2nd out. And here comes Willie Mays, batting 7th in this Cleveland lineup, playing center field. Ooh, and Verlander's trying to keep Heavy Johnson close at 2nd. And this one gets by Piazza. Going to be scored a wild pitch, and now we have runner at 3rd with a 3-0 count. And the pitch, Mays pops this up in the infield. Should be an easy play for Ripken. And he makes the catch, and we have the 3rd out. Up for Hawaii, the hometown Hawaii crowd, is Rocky Colavito. Take a peek at his stats. This is based off of the 1958 Rocky Colavito. 41 home runs, over 300 average. The pitch from Three Finger Brown. And this one's lined straight to Boyer. He's got great range at 3rd base for the out. First baseman Jim Gentile is up. More power, 46 home runs on the year, and he lines one to Robinson. Makes the snag for out number 2. Bringing up Napoleon Lajoie. The pitch, Lajoie up the middle. That gets through for a base hit in the center field, and he is aboard. And looks like he's got a pretty good steal chance opportunity, so we'll see if Brown throws over as Al Rosen, with more power, steps to the plate. He's tossing over, worried about Lajoie taking off. Ooh, he throws over a 2nd time, getting some boos from the hometown crowd. Here's the pitch to Rosen. Rosen sends this one hit hard. Mays tracking back. He makes the catch. No runs, 1 hit, no errors. We got 2 in the books. It's still 0-0. Ken Boyer made a nice play last inning up to bat to lead off the 3rd. And on the ground to Rosen. He's had some action over there. Makes the throw in time. And this will bring up the number 9 hitter, DHing for Cleveland, Thurman Munson. Verlander with the pitch on the ground. Lajoie scoots over, makes a great play. Delivers the throw in time. Yeah. Good. We got a lot of 10s out there in this league for sure, Clue. Charleston's got great range out there. Willie Mays in this game. So here's Robin Yount. Grounded out to short his first time out. And he sends this single through the middle, and wow, put some legs on and laid that out for a double. And we've got the 2-out base runner now for Joe Mauer, the catcher. for Cleveland. Take a look at Mauer's card here based on 2006, where he had 13 homers, but he's a 347 hitter. Yeah, I'm laughing because unless it's Mudville where he's moving people around in center so he can get an extra bat. And I'm thinking about that myself. If I can get Aaron's bat in the lineup playing third, but he's only a 2 for me, so always a give and take. Here's the pitch. Mauer on the ground to Lajoie, and he'll make the third out. Ends that threat, and bottom of the third, here steps up Mike Piazza. Piazza batting 185 on the young season here. And he drills this one into shallow right center. He's aboard with a hit. No out, bringing up Cal Ripken. The pitch. And that would be a strikeout. Three-finger Brown looking pretty good today. And here's Juan Soto leading the league again. Came into the game with a 500 average. And here's the pitch. And Soto draws a walk. So we got 2 aboard with only 1 out. Bringing up former Speaker of the House, Tip O'Neill. And here's the pitch. Ooh, this one's going to be fouled back out of play. Well, maybe not. Boyer might dive into the stands for it, and he does not. It is a foul ball. Pitch to Tip O'Neill. Tip O'Neill sends this out to left, straight at Albert Bell, and we've got the second out. Oscar Charleston steps in. Lefty versus righty. Here's the pitch. Charleston, a liner right at Robinson, and the inning's over. So through 3, it's still a 0-0 ball game. Albert Bell batting .476 so far with 2 home runs already. Verlander delivers, and Bell strikes out. And here is the real big clue. Yeah, nice one. Touche. Big clue. Here's the pitch. Big clue rips this one out to right. Will it stay in? It does. Colavito grabs it. Only 258 down the line to right field. Some odd dimensions here at the Polo Grounds. And here's Heavy Johnson, who does have power. And strikes out. Cleveland 0, Hawaii 0. So here's Rocky Colavito. Had some good years with Detroit and Cleveland in the 60s, and he draws a walk. So we got the leadoff runner on board here. Walked on 4 straight pitches. And here's lefty Jim Gentile facing Brown. Brown delivered. Gentile sends this to right. I don't know if Colavito's got, yeah, he's going to stick. Probably thought about going to third, but in that short right field, didn't want to take the chance. Don't know if anybody saw our opening day game. We had some serious base running blunders with people trying to get aggressive and getting thrown out. So interesting that Colavito's there. Yeah, Lawrence, he had to get Willie Keeler in the game, so Keeler can only play left, so he moved George Foster, the left fielder, into center, rated at a 4. So Keeler can play left and get his bat in because Cobb is a 9 in right field. So great stuff. Legends, welcome in. Just keeping our league going here. MV and Beatles have had it locked down on their channel, but I thought I'd have some time here to get a couple games in. So got a little threat. 2 on, no out. Here's Lajoie. The pitch. Oh, he drops a bunt down. And 1 out now. Gets those runners both into scoring position. And that'll bring up Al Rosen. Big clue. Yeah, it's like his nostalgia and fondness sometimes works against him when it comes to putting the best out there. But he does have a scary 1 to 5 lineup when it comes to batting. And here's Al Rosen, who lines this hard to Brown, who gets it. And now Brown's hoping he can get out of this scary situation here. against Hawaii in the bottom of the fourth. So here's Mike Piazza, 2 out. Got 2 runners sitting there just waiting to be driven home. And here's the pitch, and he sends this one on the ground. The big clue grabs it, and he dodges a bullet there, and we still have a 0-0 game. And here comes Jackie Robinson. Take a look at his card. He is based off of the 52 version. 7 fielder at second, and a good batter. Facing Verlander with the pitch, and draws a walk. Up steps Willie Mays. This might be the Mays. Let me see what Mays. We've got the 62 Mays. I've had this 62 Mays on my team before. Loved him in center field. Here's the pitch. Robinson moving, and looks like he'll steal a base. So see what Verlander does against Mays with the base open. And here, this one is ripped right at Rosen. Rosen's going to bobble it. That'll be E5. I think that's the second E5 this game. And now we've got no out, runners at the corners for Ken Boyer. And Mays jots down to second base. Looks like they're going to concede second to Mays. See what the computer does here. And back at Verlander, grabs that out quick. And we've got 1 down. Thurman Munson, the DH, steps in. And here's the pitch. Munson grabs it. Lajoie goes to first with it. That'll allow Robinson to score on the fielder's choice. Got the first run of the game. And here steps up the leadoff man for Cleveland, Robin Yount. He's doubled his last time up. Verlander looking to get out of a jam. He gives up a single into left field, and Yount's aboard. And I don't know who that poor play was on there flashing, if it was on Rosen or Tip O'Neill, but if it is on Rosen, he's had a rough day in the field so far. Here's Joe Mauer. Verlander, Yount's headed down there. Yount's going to steal a base on Verlander. Aggressive base running here. There's the pitch to Joe Mauer. Mauer draws a walk. So Verlander's been lights out up until this inning. He's only given up 2 hits. And here's Albert Bell. Piazza coming out to make sure they don't get crossed up on signs. And the pitch to Piazza sends this one deep down left field. And you can kiss it goodbye. I can tell my markers are misaligned when I quickly did that. Let me take a look. That was a home run. Didn't look like it was going to be one. And that would be because I have my wall over here when it's supposed to be here. So that's why it looked like that. Little tip to those, if you ever see some wonky stuff going on, double check your ballpark markers, because that's probably what's out of line. Here steps up Big Clue, the real Big Clue. It's going out to Charleston in center. Tons of room out there. He makes the catch. That inning is finally over, but not after giving up 5 runs on 2 hits, including an error. And after 4.5, Cleveland now jumps out to a 5-0 lead. So here's Cal Ripken looking to get the bats going for Hawaii. And this one's hit hard. Mays stands there and waits and makes the catch. Juan Soto, he walked his last time up. And this time he'll strike out. So he is 0 for 2 on the day. Came in leading the league in batting. And Tip O'Neill lines this one past Yount into left field. He's aboard with 2 out. And here comes Oscar Charleston. Let's take a look at his card. Based on 1924, a .397 hitter, 29 homers, and a Gold Glover in center field. A person anybody would want on their team. Here's 3-finger down. He steps in. Pitch. Charleston pops this up. Should be easy for Yount. And he puts it away. And here comes Heavy Johnson. Verlander looking to settle down. Johnson rips this out of here. Left center field, and that's a long ball. First home run from him, 298 feet. Doesn't take much to get out of this park here when you're going down the lines. 6-0 game. Jackie Robinson up. This one looks like it's headed back foul.
Pummel!
Pitch again to Robinson. Back to Verlander, over to Gentile, and then out. First one of the inning. And here's Willie Mays. Grounded out and popped out today. And this one will be foul.
Pummel!
2-2 pitch. And fouls this one back as well. Yeah, it's a ton of foul ground. They could have a soccer game going on either side there in front of the dugouts.
Pummel!
Or a polo match, maybe. And here's the pitch. And Lajoie looks like he scooped it up in time, second out. Third baseman Ken Boyer steps in, batting 156 on the season. Pretty much known for his glove. And this time he puts the bat on it. O'Neill right back at the warning track makes the catch, and that will end the inning. So headed to the bottom of the sixth, 6-0 Cleveland lead. Looked like a pitcher's duel, and it was for the first 4 innings. Till Cleveland opened it up in the 5th. So Colavito see if he can lead a charge to get Hawaii back in it.
Strike 3!
And that's a strikeout. Jim Gentile steps in. He lined out his first time, grounded a single between first and second. His last time. Here's the pitch. Sends this one out to right field. Heavy Johnson drifts over and makes the catch. 2 away. Lajoie, take a look at his card based on 1910. 383 batter. Rated to play first or second base. Here's the pitch to Lajoie. A 1-2 count, and he stripes this one right through, and he's aboard. 2 away. Three-finger Brown doesn't play over. Looks like Rosen hits one deep. He could make up for his errors with a nice home run ball there, but he does not get enough on it. And that catch is made and ends the inning. So here comes number 9 hitter, D.H. Thurman Munson, 219 hitter on the year, 0 for 2 today. Verlander announcing he's strong, and he snags that one on a shot back up the middle. And up steps Robin Yount. Got 2 hits today. And here's the pitch. Looks like he hits this one hard, but it's going to stay in the park. It's off the wall, and he's going to leg that into a triple. So having quite a day is Yount, and puts himself into scoring position here for Joe Mauer. Mauer on the ground to Rosen. Rosen up with it, goes to first. That'll let Yount score, and we got a 7-0 ball game. Thanks, Legends. Appreciate the. I've spent a lot of time with the window dressing here the last couple of years. I've really gotten into it and enjoy, trying to create some of these baseball card styles, get some good images in the back, and take advantage of what action really allows with a lot of the bells and whistles you can do. It takes a lot of time, but I think once it's done, it just makes it's a more immersive experience for me anyway. I enjoy it. So thanks. MV. He's here. Welcome, MV. Picking up where you and Beatles have left off on April 20th here. Um, Enjoying this game. So here's Albert Bell. Verlander with the pitch right to Lajoie. And here's the seventh inning stretch. 7-0 game. Mike Piazza singled and grounded out today. And here's the pitch. Brown strikes out Piazza. That'll be out number one of the inning. Brown's looked really good today, giving up 5 hits, no runs. Cal Ripken in the box, looking for a hit. And this is on the ground to Boyer. Boyer's up with it, and it's in time, and he gets Ripken. And here's Juan Soto. Soto's walked, struck out, and flown out today. He came in leading the league in batting. And here's the pitch. Soto slaps this one opposite field, singles it into left field, and he's aboard. Tip O'Neill. Take a look at Tip. Learn a little bit something about him. 1887 player, 435 average that year. Stands out quite a bit. Fielding, he can play all outfield positions. And he steps in, batting .243 on the season. The pitch. Grounder. Boyer has it to second. Not going to be in time. Oh, they didn't need the double play. No wonder they didn't throw over there. That was the force out at second, ends the inning. What's happening? Aaron Reed is here. The real Big Clue steps in. And you always know the real Big Clue because he doesn't have sleeves. And he puts the bat on it, sends it out. Colavito doesn't move an inch. Right into his glove, out number one. And here's Heavy Johnson, hit a home run his last time up. Pitch from Verlander, and Heavy Johnson sends this out to Colavito, who will move to his right just a hair, makes a catch, and he's out of there. Verlander's thrown 124 pitches. And the computer, I guess, is trying to ride him one more. Let's see. And here's Jackie Robinson, sends it out. Colavito makes the catch, and Verlander gets out of that. So we head to the bottom of the eighth. Oscar Charleston looking to start a rally here. Get Hawaii on the board. There's the pitch, and that will be a strikeout. So Browns look tough today. Struck out 5 on the day. The pitch to Colavito. Colavito sends this out to center. Mays drifts over, makes a catch. 2 out for Jim Gentile. And there we go. Robinson makes a great play to end the inning, and Verlander may be tired, it says, but he's still on the mound. Maybe looking to eat up some innings here in a blowout game. The computer has yet to pull him. Rosen with the play. He's made a couple errors today, and there's the throw to get the first out. So Ken Boyer steps up and puts it on the ground. Ripken over in time. Munson steps in. Verlander gives up that hit, and Munson stretches that in for 2. And why they're having Verlander take this beating, I don't know. I'll let it go one more time and see. As Yount steps in, and Ripken charges in, and he's up and in time, just gets him by a step and gets out of that inning. So it looks like they're forcing Verlander to take his full punishment for this one. Yeah, it is a quiet hometown for sure, Aaron. Let's see if we can get any rally out of them as Brown tries to go the distance. We've got Lajoie stepping up. The pitch. Oh, fouls that one off.
Double.
0-2 count. Lajoie puts it on the ground. Klazuski takes it himself. And we got one down. So here's Al Rosen. I wonder what's sitting on the bench just to take a look at Hawaii bench options. Pitch to Rosen. Rosen sends this up the middle, so we got a runner on base. It's not open. Piazza singled in the first, and then 2 outs. Here's the pitch, and Piazza draws a walk. Now Brown's at that hefty pitch count now. Let's see what the computer wants to do for that as Cal Ripken steps in. Here's the pitch. The liner. Boyer snags it. Both runners hold. And now we've got one-time league leading batter Juan Soto looking to keep this game going. And here's the pitch from Brown. And Soto hits this one hard. Johnson drifts over. That will end the game. Started out the first 4 innings as a great pitcher duel between 2 pitchers, Verlander and Mordecai Brown, that came into the game, both 2-0 on the season. And Brown got the better of it this time. Let's take a look at the game batting. You can see not too many highlight cards over here for Hawaii in this game, but Yount, Bell had a key home run. Johnson. The bats came alive. Pitching-wise, both pitchers go the distance. Verlander drops to 2-1 on the season, and Mordecai Brown 3-0, looking strong early on. Yeah, let's take a look at your computer manager for pitchers. Computer manager for pitchers. Pitchers. Pull starter after allowing. We don't have anything for there, so it's not applying that. And if anybody doesn't know that, you can put some general ones like, hey, as soon as they give up 6, 7, or whatever, you could pull them. And let's see general. Yeah, he can't count higher than 3. Yeah, good one, Big Clue. Yeah, I'm just looking at that. Yeah, no, I don't see anything specific. Let's take a look at Verlander, his personal usage. Yeah, it says don't pitch in relief, pull starter after 5 runs. But it makes me wonder if those were all earned runs or not. Because that makes me wonder if they were earned versus earned. It doesn't say that, right? But it said on 5 for Verlander. So interesting. Exactly. He gave up 5. And let's take a look at the game. Of the box. Yeah, and I think that's what it is there's only 2. He only gave up 2 earned runs. So I'm gonna bet that it doesn't say earned runs, but that's what it thinks it has to be. Meaning that 5 that you had, it should have pulled him when you said 5, but it was only 2. I think anything. What do we have on errors? Yeah, Al Rosen made 2 errors and then a poor play. So interesting. That's something to watch so we can see how the game interprets that. But that's what logically, I think that's probably what happened there is it didn't hit that cap because only 2 of those were earned. So we won't see his ERA explode, even though he gave up 7 runs. All right, so let's see. I think I'm going to highlight one. I'm going to autoplay, then do another one. Oh, this is interesting. We got Cleveland Hawaii's got a double header there. I've got. Oh, you know what? I think I might want to play this one here. I might want to autoplay this one for sure. This one, this one. I got Jersey and Manchester here. I've got to play this one here today too. I got Brown or DeGrom. That's just boring. So here's what I want to do. I'm going to auto my game. I'm going to auto this one. We'll auto that one. And we'll auto this one. And then I'm going to go play a game from the next day. So what the heck happened here? Oh, Bob Gibson's been struggling for me. He's 1-2. Yeah, Des Moines knocked it to me on that one. Not a good result there. Let's take a look at Badlands and Arlington. Badlands pours it on Robbie and Arlington team here with Gehrig and Judge and Rose standing out. Great game from Tiant. And Walter Johnson, 0-2. The 1913 Walter Johnson that some of us were just dying to get is 0-2 on the season. That'll be interesting to watch. Mudville, is there joy in Mudville? Well, Mike Cuellar gets a start. Nathan with the loss there. So that was a tight game. North Sound pulls it out 2 runs in the bottom of the 9th for the win. That's a tough loss for Mudville. And Manchester. Let's take a look at this box because we're going to get to see a live game. 4-1. Kevin Brown with the loss, and DeGrom gets his first win. And there's one of manager MV's favorite pickups this year. Somebody he's just learned about, contributing greatly. Save number 2 for John Hiller. So as we progress, take a look at games on April 21st. Let's play this one manually. We got both managers here. Let's see what we've got in Fenway. And who do we get to see? Who's in this rotation? So we just saw, oh, Brown. So we might be back up to the cream of the crop here with Taylor or Clarkson. And sure enough, we are. And we've got Zach Greinke in for Manchester. And I just always like to see if, yep, he comes after DeGrom. So it's doing what we think it should be doing. And we're going to, there's the lineup. There's MV's versus righty lineup where he's got Elmer Smith in there and Chick Stahl. This is a lineup I've seen before. And for the Blue Claws, oh, we're getting to see John Lowenstein in the lineup, getting some action. Roger Maris at DH. So his lucky pet rock. And let the smack talk begin, gentlemen, because this ought to be a good game. And we are at Ebbets Field for today's game. Both managers present here as Big Clue and MV had square off in this Jersey Manchester game. So the Blue Claws and the Red Bolts. It's like a great day, calm, no wind, bright sunshine. And here's Greinke. Let's take a look at Greinke on the season. Got a great .63 ERA so far. And here's Ichiro Suzuki leading off. And the pitch from Greinke on the ground. Martin Dihigo playing third base makes the throw for the first out. And in steps Chase Utley. Hey, D. Scott, welcome. Finishing up the second game I'm able to broadcast here, and we're lucky to have MV. The first one, Hawaii ended up losing 7-0 to Todd's team, Cleveland Wild Things, and got time for this second game, and great to have both MV and Big Clue here that can give each other a little bit of grief while the game goes on, so I will be monitoring chat. And here's Norm Cash as he steps in, and he strikes out. And we've got Tommy Tucker. This is another one of MV's golden nuggets that he's found. Tommy Tucker, his leadoff hitter, batting .390 for the year. And he's aboard, just what MV ordered. Somebody that can get on base. Now, it looks like he's got quite a steal opportunity there, so we'll see if Clarkson's going to throw over or not. He does. Chick Stahl, left-handed batter, steps in, and he drops this on the ground, bunts Tucker over, playing some small ball here at home Ebbets Field. Gets Tucker into scoring position, and we've got Ted Williams up at the plate. Doesn't get easier. Behind him is Josh Gibson. Clarkson with the throw, and Williams goes down. Caught him looking. Gets the call, and now Gibson steps in, 2 outs. Got that runner on scoring position. The pitch, and Gibson lines it in the left field. Tucker scores easy. He was moving with 2 outs, and we got a 1-0 Manchester lead. And here's Martin Dihigo. And Gibson going for the stolen base, not known for his stolen base prowess. And man, MV's got this team with some aggressive base running tendencies. He's thrown out, and that'll go down as quite a surprise to see Gibson take off. Here's Willie Wells coming in for the Blue Claws. Great shortstop, great hitter, and he strikes out. Here's Ed Bailey, catcher, left-handed hitter. Got some power for sure. 28 homers and 380 at-bats is nothing to sneeze at. That one stays in, and Stahl makes the catch. Comes John Lowenstein. Looks great with the sunglasses and his hair. 235 on the season. Great hitter against righties, and that's why he's in today. And draws a walk on a full count. Roger Maris steps up. Madness is, yeah. Here's the pitch. Oh, throwing over. Worried about Lowenstein, and picked him off. Lowenstein caught looking, and he nabs him. So that'll end the inning, and here comes Manchester with Dihigo leading things off. He's the third baseman. And he strikes out. What's Clarkson all about? Well, he's got a 4.19 ERA so far, but he's based on a season where he had quite a few innings pitched. He comes in able to pitch 623 innings on the season that he's carded for. And let's take a peek at his card here. That would be he played in 70 games and started 70, complete 68 of the 70 he started. So yeah, this would be an Iron Man pitcher. Here's the pitch to Elmer Smith. Elmer Smith puts it on the ground. Here's Gordon, Sid Gordon, the third baseman, up with the throw, and Smith beats it out. So here's Smith. Take a look at him. He's DHing. MV on an earlier broadcast, I think it was opening day or opening week was talking about his strategy on setting this lineup and his groups of three approach, and really likes this Elmer Smith in the DH role against righties. Here's little Joe Morgan, one out. Oh, keeping Smith close. Morgan steps in and sends this one into right field for a single. Well, Smith will hold. He does. Doesn't want to test Suzuki's arm on an attempt at third. And here's Mickey Mantle. Mantle puts this one in the air. No wind to help it today. Suzuki makes the catch again. Smith's not going to try his arm. He's going to stay at second. We got two down for Alex Rodriguez, probably one of the best 9-hitters in this league. Batting .361 on the season. Puts it on the ground. Wells covers a lot of territory, makes the throw to Cash, and they've got it. So here we go. No runs, 2 hits, no errors. So we've got still a 1-0 Manchester lead. There's Roger Maris steps in. And he sends a liner right at Morgan. And that will be one away for Dale Murphy, playing center field for Jersey. Pitch. Murphy hits this one hard. Looks like it's drifting back. You can kiss it goodbye, folks. Ebbets Field is friendly to folks on the opposing team, too. So you got a 1-1 ball game. I was about ready to say something derogatory about how unimpressive Dale Murphy is to me. And right on cue, he hits a home run. The House of Fun. So here's Sid Gordon. And he puts it on the ground. Greinke makes a great play over to Tucker and gets the out, bringing up Ichiro Suzuki, .262 hitter so far this year. And he sends a single into right field. Utley in with the man on. Greinke throwing over, worried about Suzuki taking off here. And Utley hits this one. It's drifting back deep, and it's off the wall. This should get Suzuki home. It does. Utley's cruises into second base with a double, and now the visiting Jersey Blue Claws take a 2-1 lead here in the top of the third. Norm Cash steps in. Cash sends this one to Joe Morgan, makes the play, ends the inning. So after 2.5, Jersey claws their way back. Here's Tommy Tucker, 405 on the season. Uh-oh. Deep, deep, deep. Suzuki makes the play. Hometown crowd got a little excited there. And here's Chick Stahl, right fielder for Manchester. Hits this one out to deep center. Murphy drifts back, makes the catch. Another 10-rated center fielder on display. Ted Williams struck out his last time up. The pitch. Williams sends this opposite field shot. Wallenstein playing left field makes the catch. That'll end the inning. 2-1 through 3. Willie Wells steps in. Wells on the ground. Did he go up? Makes the throw in time. 1 away. Yeah, Ed Bailey, let's take a look at his card. This is a nice pickup. 300 hitter. He's got 28 home runs in 383 at-bats. He's a catcher, rated 7. And he's also a red, something that probably doesn't bother Big Clue at all. And here's the pitch. And Bailey draws a walk. He's aboard. Probably not a steal threat, but Greinke probably doesn't have much of a hold. And he's still 51% to steal. So let's see what happens here. Gibson coming out to get the signs correct. And the pitch, and Lowenstein on the ground. Morgan's got it. Doesn't have a play at second. Bailey moves to second. 2 down. Here comes Roger Maris. This is not the 1961, but the 60 version of Roger Maris. Greinke delivers. And Maris back to the mound. Greinke's going to take it himself and beats him in a race to the bag. And can't get there. Bailey moves to third, and Maris is safe with an infield hit. Here's Dale Murphy, so far solo homer. Tied it up early on and strikes out. And you can hear the hometown crowd happy with that move. And here's Josh Gibson. Singled his last time out. He's batting .250 on the year. Has 3 home runs already. And Clarkson strikes him out for the first out. DeHigo aboard with a single in the left. And that'll bring up Elmer Smith, the DH, batting .306. And here's the pitch. Oh, Clarkson makes it. Had to move quite a bit off the mound, makes that throw over, gets him in time. Moves DeHigo into scoring position. 2 away, and here's Joe Morgan, batting .214 on the year. Used to be a leadoff hitter for this ball club, and with this new unorthodox strategy employed by MV, it's kind of a West Virginia approach to assembling a lineup. And Morgan is basically the leadoff hitter of the bottom 3. That's how I like to call it. And here's the pitch. On the ground, Sid Gordon up with it. Is it in time? Just in time with the call there. Beats Morgan by a half step. So after 4, still 2-1, Blue Claws. Sid Gordon up, and he strikes out. So Greinke looking to calm down a little bit after giving up 2 runs so far. Suzuki steps in. He was singled his last time up. And puts it on the ground to Morgan. Easy play to first. 2 away. Here's Chase Utley. Favorite for the Jersey Blue Claws. What's Utley done? He doubled his last time up. He's batting .333 on the season. Ha! Big clue coming over the top with a nice bit of commentary there on MV's unorthodox approach. We'll see how this lineup works as we get more games under our belt in this league, but MV likes it so far, I think. Utley, slow roller to Morgan, up in time, makes the play, and the inning is over. So up comes hometown Manchester Red Bolts. Here's Mickey Mantle. Two homers on the season. Sends this one down the line. Don't know if this will stay in, but Suzuki drifts over, makes the catch. Plenty of room for him, bringing up A-Rod. And Rodriguez puts it on the ground. Sid Gordon up. 2 away. So Tommy Tucker, it's a story with this guy. No MV during week 1, I had him on. He was talking about this. 1889, 372 hitter. He's a lefty. This guy's leading off for him. This guy's got great on-base percentage, 450 on base. And in the league, he's 469. So this might be one of MV's best moves here, is having Tucker in the leadoff position. Here's the pitch. Tucker on the ground. Utley makes the play and gets out of the inning. So through 5, still 2-1 Blue Claws. Fan favorite of mine as a kid growing up in Detroit was Norm Cash. He was a colorful, entertaining character. Known for a cork bat. No doubt had the cork bat going, unbeknownst to people during this 1961 season. There was no way it wasn't cork. Now here's the pitch from Greinke. Cash into opposite field there, into right field, aboard with a single. got the leadoff runner this inning on, and here's Willie Wells. 359. Batting cleanup for the Blue Claws. The pitch, and Wells drops a bunt. Nobody looking for that one, and moves that runner over into scoring position. Looks like they're approaching this as a run is super valuable in this game, even though it's only in the 6th inning. And here's the, I don't know if it's official yet. I know he's lobbying to be the Blue Claws mascot, team captain, something. Here's a pitch. Bailey hits this one out to Stahl. Stahl makes the catch. Don't know if Cash is tagging. Here's the throw, and he just beats it. I know manager MV always cringes when he sees those runners trying to advance. They have been aggressive this year. Moves to third in scoring position for John Lowenstein. Pitch. Lowenstein takes a walk. So walks on the 3-1 count for Roger Maris. 5.3% over here home run chance. So could this be the time? Here's the pitch, and Maris strikes out. 2-1. Jersey lead. Chick Stahl batting in the second slot, right fielder. Here's the pitch. It's like a lazy fly ball here, high in the air, coming down in the infield. Willie Wells is right there, and there he is. So here's Ted Williams, struck out and flied out. Has a home run on the season. And this one's down the right field line. I don't know how far back that is. It's off the wall, and Williams is into second. Stand-up double. And Josh Gibson coming up. So if I'm Clarkson on the mound, I'm looking at Gibson. Struck out his last time, but he does have a single. He's got 3 home runs on the year. 5.3% chance for a home run in this matchup. And they want no part of him, and they walk him to set up a double play. Can't say I blame them. And they'll face Dahigo instead. The pitch. Dahigo sends this one out to Murphy in center. Murphy will make the catch. And that will be out number 2. And this brings up Elmer Smith, the DH. And here it is. Elmer Smith draws a walk. So Clarkson in a jam here. Pitching to Joe Morgan. Oh, Bailey wants to get the sign straight. He does. And here's the pitch to Morgan. Morgan sends this one down to right field. And I heard some boo birds coming out for the home team there. Not happy that they couldn't take advantage of that bases loaded situation. So Blue Claws get out of that. So here's Murphy. Solo homer in the first inning. Or in the third inning. And here's a pitch. On the ground, Murphy grabs it to Dahigo. Over to Tucker just in time. He gets the out. Greinke already approaching that red warning as he gets near his pitch count. So I'm going to take a look here at to see if the pink hand of despair flies into the air by MV, who may be recommending, this is a very tight game. He might be wanting to see a different pitcher come in, so I'll give it a pause. It takes a while for the signal. The simulcast delay in West Virginia can be up to 10 or 15 seconds from what I hear. Yeah. Put the pink hand of despair in the air, wave it like you just don't care. So, not hearing any. Oh, we are good, he says. He's going to ride Greinke until he's just exhausted. So here's the pitch. Suzuki steps in, 2 out. And Suzuki sends this one into right field. I don't think we may see Greinke come out in the 8th inning, though. But we'll wait and see what manager MV says. I know, MV, you mentioned once that you wanted a younger version of Mickey Mantle picture. If you look on your, if you've downloaded my photo pack, you have the ability to go into him and cycle through. I think I have 3 or 4 different pictures for Mantle, and one of them is a younger version. And in fact, when we get done with your game, I'm going to go switch mine over, because I know you want to see a younger Mickey. You wouldn't mind seeing Mickey do a little bit more at the plate, but he does have 2 home runs this year. 0 for 2 today. Hometown crowd really would love to see some offensive action here. Here's the pitch. Mantle hits this one down right field, and on cue, Mantle doubles this. Looks like he's going to stretch it. He'll leg it out for a triple off the wall. A stand-up triple for Mickey Mantle. So his legs are still pretty good. And now MV has the tying run at third with no out. And that number 3 hitter, or the number 9, well, the third number 3 hitter in the lineup, Alex Rodriguez. On the ground to Wells. Wells grabs it over to first. Rodriguez is out, and on the fielder's choice, the tying run comes in, and that'll bring Tommy Tucker up with 1 out. The pitch to Tucker. Tucker on the ground. Wells grabs it over to Cash, and he is out. Chick Stahl, they've tied it up here. Looking to see if they can add anything to it. He grounds it to Wells. Wells makes the toss in time, and we're out of the inning. So through 7, 2-2 ball game here. This could come down to some managerial strategy and outright shenanigans before this one's over. So here's Utley. Greinke looks tired. I'm going to pause for a minute and wait for MV to tell me we're going to just beat this poor guy up in a tie game, or do I get to see the pink hand? Greinke is tired. It's not even a question. That's what I thought. We'll display starters too. Let's pull up the whole assortment here and let MV have a... What's he going to go to? Oh, he's got one of his special players he loves that hasn't pitched in 4 days, Mr. Hecker. Of course, yesterday Hiller went 57 innings in relief and actually saved the game. John Donaldson started a few days ago. He's got Frank Rodriguez. He got Kurt Schilling, who's a starter but has yet to pitch. So it's making me wonder if Kurt Schilling might be an emergency bullpen reliever for MV. And we get the call for Cy Morgan is in. So there we go. Let's take a look at Cy Morgan. He looks real happy to be called in from the picture here. .043 whip based on the 1909 Shibe Park where he played for the Philadelphia A's. So here's Utley. No out. Player that manager Big Clue likes a lot. He's aboard. So we got the leadoff runner aboard in the 8th, just what you'd want. And up steps Norm Cash. Singled his last time up. Has 2 homers on the year. Throwing over. Trying to keep Utley close. Here's the pitch. Cash on the ground. Tucker gets it. Takes the step to first himself. Utley moves to second. We got 1 away for Willie Wells. Hey, Jeff, welcome in. And here's the pitch. Wells on the ground. A-Rod grabs it, fires over. Out number 2. Utley still at second, and here is Ed Bailey. Cy Morgan with the pitch. Bailey dribbles this down to first. Tucker grabs it, and that'll end the threat. Leadoff runner aboard. Wasted opportunity there. And Clarkson still on the mound. Hasn't even hit 100 pitches yet. As we go to the bottom of the 8th, he's going to face Williams, Gibson, and Martin DeHigo. And here he steps in. Williams doubled his last time up. And this time he singles. Let me know. It seems like so far in our kind of pre-league we did and everything, Williams hasn't really done anything or been on the leaderboards in our replays, unless I'm missing something. But it seems like he's a little absent from the highlights a lot. So he is aboard with a single, and here's Josh Gibson. Hometown crowd looking for this to be a big inning. And we've got 2 walks. 2-2 game. Things getting a little tense out there. DeHigo up. Here's the pitch to DeHigo, and he lines this into left field. Looks like this might break the tie. It won't. Lowenstein gets it in, and we've got no out. And runners on all the bases. Batting now, Elmer Smith. Looks like the manager's playing that infield in. They do not want to concede that run if they can. And here's a dribbler. And the throw at the plate, they're going to get him. And that strategy pays off for the Blue Claws. And they're able to keep it a 2-2 game. Bases still loaded, 1 away. Again, infield all in, trying to keep that runner at third from being the score. Here's the pitch to Morgan. Morgan on the ground to Utley. Utley grabs it. He's going to fire. And no play. And we've got, or it was a play at the plate, and he's in there safe. They can't get him even though the infield was in. And we've got a 3-2 Manchester lead. Base is still loaded for Mickey Mantle. Back at infield, regular, we got halfway. And a key strikeout by John Clarkson. Here's A-Rod looking to add more damage. Base is loaded. And this one gets by Bailey. Not sure how they're going to score that. It's a pass ball on who would have possibly been the team captain, may not be the team captain anymore after allowing that ball to go by and another run to score. So here's A-Rod. 4-2 game now. And Rodriguez hits this one hard. Goes out to left field. Lowenstein tracks over just in foul ground. Ends that inning, but not after 2 runs come across. And we head to the 9th inning, and that home team, Manchester Red Bulls, have taken the lead. See what Big Clue. I'm going to give him some time if he wants to do any pinch hitting. We got Lowenstein in here. He's a 21% chance. Maybe Delahanty, even though he's a right. Oh, he's got George Brett on the bench, folks. Who knows? I'll pause a minute, and Big Clue wants me to just roll ahead, or do we give George Brett a chance to get in this game and do something, or we let Lowenstein hit? Murphy. MV's probably lobbying for Lowenstein to stay in. As is, he says. Let's let her fly. Lowenstein at the plate, and that's why he knows something we don't. Lowenstein hits first. Williams tracking it down. Won't get it to second in time, and Lowenstein leads off. He's sure, MV. He's really sure now. So here we go, folks. Tying run steps up in Roger Maris. I doubt he's going to want The pinch hit for him. Here's some home run power stepping up. Cy Morgan with the pitch. Maris hits this one. Morgan over. Oh, what do we have going on here? A rundown of sorts. Lowenstein got caught in a rundown on the throw to second. Morgan tags him out. Maris safe at first on the fielder's choice. And we got one on, one down, tying run at the plate in Dale Murphy, who's already hit a solo homer in the third inning. Here's the pitch from Cy Morgan. And this one's hit hard. Murphy didn't quite get all of it, though, and Williams was able to make the play as it stays in the ballpark. So Sid Gordon stepping in now. 20% chance for a hit, a righty on righty. Let's take a look at what options are here on the play. Would this be a time to up those percentages and bring in a George Brett or a Ed Delahanty? I'll pause and wait for the go-ahead from Big Clue as to what he'd like to see happen. Big Clue is waving the hand of despair, and I am paused, and let me know. Pinch hit Brett, you bet. That's a move I would make myself. Let's take a look at the numbers. 28.5% hit chance against Morgan. I like the move. Let's see if it pays off. The pitch for Morgan. Brett steps in, and Brett puts it on the ground. Morgan, I don't know if he made it in time. He does! Morgan grabbed it himself, took off running, and just barely beat Brett by a step to get the last out of the game, locking down that 4-2 Manchester win. So, great game. Great matchup. Great conversation. So, let's take a look at where that puts everybody at the end of the day. Look at the batting. Home run from Murphy. Ted Williams got 2 hits on the day. Pitching, Clarkson lost the game. He's 1-2, but not a bad outing. Greinke looked really good. Did his normal 7 innings. And how about Cy Morgan coming in relief? He did. MV's happy. Cy Morgan came in and kept him in the game long enough for the bats to come through. Good stuff. So let's take a look. I'm going to finish this one game, or this day. I'm going to zip up my stuff and drop it for MV or Beatles and see our scheduled games. Well, I've got Saberhagen finally on the mound. Let's see how this goes if we autoplay it. Oh, Saberhagen got a win. Last game, Des Moines beat me yesterday. We've got Badlands. Let's take a look at the box. See if anything interesting happened. Saberhagen's been tough. Got another win. Batting wise, like a lot of runs. I scored 9 runs. Interesting. Take a look at another game. Here's Badlands at Arlington. Arlington's really struggling. We saw Walter Johnson be 0-2 on the season. Let's autoplay this one. And in this one, we've got Hornsby going 3 for 4 for Arlington. You know, Arlington's got Honus Wagner, Roger Hornsby, Hank Greenberg, Walter Johnson on the mound, and they just piled on Badlands with 15 runs. I don't know if anybody in the previous games, if I've noticed, if we've had any more runs in a game than 15, but that's quite a pounding right there. Take a look at the pitchers there. Guidry with the loss. Guidry goes 4, gives up 10 earned runs. Crazy, crazy. Of course, we watched the Jersey-Manchester game. Let's take a look at Mudville. Mudville gets a win over North Sound. It is random, MV. Completely random. Once in a while, there'll be a chance that they could get stuff or double plus stuff or minus stuff, which the game throws a little, it'll, in a very small way, adjust their effectiveness for that game. It is a little bit of randomness that gets thrown into it. And I don't know anything more than just beyond that itself. So you can see here, like McDaniel's pitching, but the game adjusted him to have a little less stuff. So let's say he gives up, his whip is, 0.842. Maybe it's going to be only 0.912 and things like that. It'll adjust his effectiveness in allowing runners on. So North Sound, take a look at the batting right there. There's that lineup with Keeler at the DH so that we can get George Foster, the 4-rated center fielder. And Foster's batting 220 and Keeler's 317 and Cobb. I know he liked it, Fox and Ruth at 250 and 214. So I know Team 248 or getting some of these big hitters in there in the high 200s and low 300s would be Mudville's wish, but not hitting yet. So we got these two games here, a day one and a day two. Our first, I don't know if this is the first doubleheader we've had on the schedule, but there will be some doubleheaders that happen. Let's take a look at Baldwin against Rigetti. And here is the first game. Goes 11 innings, and Hawaii pays a little bit revenge back from the first game that we highlighted. They get a 6-4 win in 11 innings over Cleveland. These are two strong teams in all the auto plays and testing I've done. These are both two teams that are always up in the mix. Tip O'Neill, 3 for 5. Pitchers, you can see Rigetti and Lady Baldwin in that duel. And in the nightcap, auto play, it's like Hawaii squeaks out another one. Look at this game. Down 4-0, pull 5 runs out in the bottom of the 8th to come back and secure the win for Lefty Grove, who's now 3-0. And beat Wilbur Wood for this win. There's Juan Soto coming through with 3 RBIs. That's a pretty powerful leadoff hitter there. So some great games. So what I was able to do today in this broadcast, highlight a couple, but we played the 20th and the 21st of April. What I will do then, I think this is what we agreed to. I'm going to export games, and I'm just going to pick. And MV, I think if you just go ahead and update the ones that I downloaded from Beatles, I think the most recent, that should catch you up. And then you could apply what I'm going to do on top of that. So that would be all of these games right here. Starting with that, these games that are just 420 to 421. I always pick league folder right here. Again, export. Oh, where am I? Which one? This one. I always got to remember what I called it. What did I name that thing? Was it games? Yeah, right here. Stare me in the face. Games 420 to 421. Let's copy that, and then I'm going to put it in our game files BBX. And there you go. So MV, if you're ready to go next, you can download the one that Beatles put in there first and then put mine on top of that, and that should get you caught up. I posted that in our Game Files BBX channel in the Baseball Geek Squad Discord, so we should be good to go. And I'm going to change for the next time. If we want to see a younger Mickey Mantle. Where is Mantle? I got Mantle here. I only got 3 of Mantle. So, hey, I'm going to go with this one. We're going to go with the younger Mickey Mantle there for you. What else could we change around? Jocko Milligan. Got a few more Alex Rodriguez pictures. Not too many for some of these older players. I'll use another one for Dihigo. I'm just going to keep it fresh, freshen it up a little bit. Got John Hiller. Anyway, so we've got your Mickey Mantle picture good. Away we go. So I'll be ready for the next game I do for MV. So here we go. Let's take a look at the league leaders right now. We've got some teams that have only played 9, some 11. So few games difference in some of them. But let's take a look at, oh, yeah, Ted Williams already has 11 walks. Saberhagen's doing really well for me. Badlands of all things, Badlands is 4-6, but they're leading the league in team hitting. Hawaii leading the league in team pitching. And we can see the all-star voting so far. Lawrence already leading the votes for manager of the year. So fun stuff to track as we move along. So I don't know how everybody feels. I'm kind of liking the pace that we're able to do this. I apologize. The last few days been busy at work this week, so it's been hard for me to pop on and do a game. But MV and Beatles have been stepping in and getting some games done. So it seems like we got a good flow where at least daily there's some games to see, and then we can kind of keep things moving along. So looking forward to it as we go. And I'm going to call it a day. But MV, I guess, Tag, you're up next, or Beatles, or whoever's going to grab it and go. But having fun so far. Arlington's at the bottom, 3-8, but they're kind of like a ship, a ghost ship sailing without a sail up or a rudder in the water. Or, I don't know if there. I think there's been a Robbie Wartburg sighting, so we don't need to report him as officially missing. But I know Robbie's probably busy doing other things. And with that, I'm going to call it a day. So hopefully, I might be able to get some. It's down for you, huh? MV, I might. What I could do is I think I have your email, so I could get it to you that way. So hold on 1 minute. Let me see. Um, MV, if you want to shoot me an email, I'll fire it back to you. I don't know if I have your email completely saved or if I can find it, but it's state 21 at comcast.net is my email. So if you want to shoot me an email, I'll attach it and get it right back to you. So I'm taking a look now and see. Oh, I got it here, right here. MV, coming your way. I just found your email. So I dropped that BBX there for the games for the 19th to 20th. And I'm going to also download, in case you didn't have the ones before it, to catch up before you put mine on there. I'm going to email you those two. Those are the ones that Beatles did that got them through April 19th. So I'm gonna send those to you via email as well. So even with Discord down, you should be able to assemble, get your league right back to where it needs to be with Beatles file and then mine on top of that. So we just found a way around Discord. So I think we're good. Yes, you might, because I think, no, you might not. Well, yes, you would need Beatles, because I had to apply Beatles and it caught me up to what both of you had been doing. And then I just played those games. So I would say, yeah, you need to, I would put Beatles first, because my file will just have, because I just did the games that I played. Because I am noticing what D. Scott said. If you just keep reapplying them, you just have to say no, because it gives you a warning every time telling you that the game's already there and it's not going to override it. And if there's 20 of those, you got to sit there and hit the acknowledge button 20 times. So that's going to end up being a pain in the butt the more games we have played. So it's probably easier if you just download Beatles and then just drop my 12 or whatever games it was from the last 2 days on there. Cool. Well, glad everybody's showing up here. Saw Jeff Hunter stopping in, and Legends, and Aaron Reed, and some of the people that don't even have teams in the league. I know Lawrence was here earlier. Big Clue, and of course MV. Had fun. Had fun. So I'm gonna try to get some time, maybe later this weekend, Sunday. I'll probably be back and get some games on there. Would like to, in between chores and other and life events and real work. But had a blast and looking forward to the continuation of the Howie Shanks Bingo League.